Wars Andor, 3-episode premiere, streaming September 21st.
Cal, it's a pleasure to talk to you today.
What's up, Najir? How you doing?
Good. So, first question, starting off about your character, Deputy Inspector Karn. What do you think it is that drives Karn to want to prove himself to his superiors on Primor? And as a two-parter to that, what is the best case scenario Karn expects for this life that he's working to build for himself?
Yeah, great. I mean, I think what Tony Gilroy created in all of these characters that you wind up meeting is they're all rebels in their own little way. They're all creating their own mini rebellions, whether it's on the Empire side or whether it's on the rebellion side. And I think that was something like really unique, that none of these characters are really fully formed. They're in the process of becoming and realizing and striving to become something that they think they want to be, or sacrifice certain things for a certain cause that they believe in. And Syril is really, I mean, he's obsessed with order and control. And a lot of that comes from his own upbringing, which was, you'll find out later in the series, you get to meet his mom, you get to see what his home life is like, you get to see what cereal he eats, Star Wars cereal, space Cocoa Pops, and which are really good, by the way. But but that you get to understand the domestic life that kind of formed this guy. And that was so un-Star Wars to me. I was like, wow, it's amazing to create something so intimate. And you see that he comes from a place of lack. He didn't have much growing up, and the actual apartment that he shares with his mother is quite confined. It's quite prison-like, for both of them.
Yeah.
And she's incredibly dominating in his life. And so he has been searching for validation and approval from her, but also from outside of himself. So he has found a way to do that within the fascist structure of the empire, because it's definitely like a rewards-based system. If you do what we tell you to, if you exert more power and control and take more power away from people, we'll reward you and you'll ascend the ranks. Yet at the same time, he's just really trying to be a good cop. Some other cops get killed in the first episode, and he's like, well, I want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I'll look into this. And he's got superiors who are very lazy, and there's not much Empire presence here in Morlana 1. And so like, let's just do things how we do, man. We're a backwater. We just get by.
Yeah.
I don't want any more responsibility. But he is desperate for that. He's desperate to be the best, but get that recognition and that power from the Empire, which is such a super dangerous place to be in. And so your other question, the best possible outcome is like, oh, he rebels against his superiors. He goes behind their back. He creates a tag team SWAT mission to go and capture Cassian. And he smashes it, and then he's rewarded and put into the special investigative bureau, which is the ISB, which will be introduced to in the series. And that's like the Star Wars SS, It's he could think of nothing greater, and he'd be like, okay, my mom will be there, and I'll finally be able to be like, yeah, look at me, I did it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got designs to be Darth or anything, but he definitely he's very primed to basically do whatever it takes to get the Empire to recognize him and notice him.
Yep. That's exactly my assessments of him thus far. But I will kind of, as my next question is that also kind of when we meet Karn, he seems a bit green, but also has a strong conscience when it comes to the corporate politicking. Was this always his first choice of a career, or did he choose this, or was it sort of out of necessity here?
Yeah, man. All of the above. I choose B, all of the above. And that's really like, you'll find out that actually this setup was kind of a handout, a favor from an uncle. And he was, I think it was made aware that this would be a kind of job that would be good for him. But he has a certain level of exactitude and excellence that he would, I think, apply to any job. But it just so happens that this job comes with a certain amount of power, and he's got a blaster, and like, and I think I don't know if he would have necessarily chosen it for himself. I think if he could choose it for himself, he'd be like, well, straight to the ISB.
Yeah.
Straight into interrogation, and actually like having more of a direct line to the powers at the Empire and everything. He's definitely like, I could be better. This could be better. Like, I can transcend my station right now. Also, I guess because it was a handout, it wasn't his own choice.
Well, listen, as a Star Wars fan, I can totally speak for all of the Star Wars, all of Star Wars fandom. We love a good conflict, and Karn is already taking us on one bright and early. And Cal, you've been killing it, and I cannot wait for folks to check out the rest of, or I can't wait to check out the rest of Andor, and I cannot wait for the fans to check out Andor. It's been fantastic so far, and again, you've been killing it, and such a good job. And it's a pleasure to talk to you today.
Thank you so much, Najir. Thanks, man.
Absolutely, buddy. Take care.
You too.